Hey there, travelers! Are you ready for some major changes coming to airport security and carry-on policies? Because 2026 is bringing a wave of new regulations that could completely change how you pack for your flights. I'm talking about rules that might leave you scrambling at the gate, facing unexpected fees, or worse, watching your favorite bag get checked against your will. If you're someone who values smooth, stress-free travel, then you're in exactly the right place. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss critical updates like these that can save you time, money, and major headaches at the airport. Today, we're breaking down 7 essential carry-on rules for 2026 that every smart traveler needs to know. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be way ahead of the curve and ready to breeze through security while everyone else is panicking. Let's jump right in. Rule number 1. Standardized carry-on dimensions. First up, we need to talk about the elephant in the airport, or should I say, the oversized bag at the gate. After years of confusion and inconsistency, airlines have finally agreed on universal carry-on dimensions for 2026. The new standard is 22 inches by 14 inches by 9 inches, or if you prefer metric, that's 56 by 36 by 23 centimeters. Now here's the part that catches most people off guard. This measurement includes absolutely everything. Your bag's wheels, those expanding handles, any external pockets that stick out, all of it counts toward your total dimensions. No more sneaking by with a bag that's technically within limits if you don't count the wheels. But wait, it gets more interesting. Industry analysts have discovered that more than 60% of popular carry-on bags currently on the market actually exceed these new size requirements. Think about that for a second. The bag you've been using for years, the one you swore was carry-on compliant, might now be too large. And those sizing bins you've seen at gates? You know, the ones that some travelers try to avoid? They're getting a serious upgrade in 2026. Airlines are installing new, more accurate sizing frames with sensors that can detect even slight overages. Some airports are even testing automated systems that will scan your bag as you approach the gate, flagging oversized luggage before you even get in line. So here's my advice. Don't wait until you're at the airport to find out your bag doesn't comply. Grab a tape measure right now and check your current carry-on against these new dimensions. Measure at the widest points, including all the protrusions. If you're over the limit by even an inch, you're risking gate check fees that can range anywhere from $35 to $100, depending on the airline and your destination. If you need to upgrade, look for bags specifically marketed as 2026 compliant, or bags that airlines are now calling guaranteed carry-on approved. Many luggage manufacturers have already started releasing updated versions designed specifically to meet these stricter standards. And don't feel pressured to spend a fortune. There are plenty of affordable options that meet the requirements perfectly. The key is compliance, not luxury branding. Rule number 2. Weight restrictions getting serious. Moving on to rule number 2, and this one's a game changer. Weight limits are no longer just suggestions. Airlines are implementing strict carry-on weight restrictions for 2026, and they're ranging from about 8 to 10 kilograms, which translates to roughly 17 to 22 pounds. Now I know what you're thinking. That doesn't sound too bad, right? Well, here's where it gets tricky. Airlines aren't just hoping you'll comply. They're actively enforcing these limits with new technology. Several major carriers have already installed built-in scales at check-in kiosks and self-service bag drop stations. Your bag gets weighed automatically as part of the check-in process, and if it's overweight, the system alerts gate agents immediately. Some airlines are even taking it a step further with weighing stations at the boarding gate itself. Picture this. You've made it through security, you're waiting at your gate, and then you're called up to place your carry-on on a scale before boarding. If you're over the limit, you'll have to either repack right there in front of everyone, pay an overweight fee, or gate check your bag for an additional charge. The solution: get yourself a reliable luggage scale and use it at home before every trip. These handy devices cost anywhere from $10 to $30 and can save you hundreds in fees over time. Weigh your packed bag the night before your flight, and if you're cutting it close, take the time to redistribute items or remove non-essentials. Here's a pro packing strategy that seasoned travelers swear by. Wear your heaviest items. If you've got bulky sneakers, wear them on the plane instead of packing them. Same goes for that heavy jacket or hoodie. Yes, you might look a bit overdressed in the airport, but you can always take layers off once you're on board. This simple trick can easily save you 2 to 4 pounds of carry-on weight. Also, consider the rule of 3 when packing. If you're debating whether to bring something, ask yourself if you'll use it at least 3 times during your trip. If not, leave it behind. Efficient packing isn't about bringing everything you might need. It's about bringing what you'll actually use. Rule number 3. Personal item regulations tightening. Let's talk about rule number 3, personal items. This is where airlines are really cracking down in 2026. Your second bag, whether it's a purse, laptop bag, or backpack, must fit completely under the seat in front of you with no exceptions. The new maximum dimensions for personal items are 18 inches by 14 inches by 8 inches, or approximately 45 by 35 by 20 centimeters. Airlines are getting very specific about this because they've noticed passengers abusing the personal item allowance by bringing what are essentially 2 carry-ons. What makes this particularly challenging is that the space under airplane seats varies depending on the aircraft type. The space under a seat on a regional jet is considerably smaller than on a wide-body international aircraft, so even if your personal item technically meets the size requirements, it might not physically fit under certain seats. Here's my recommendation. Invest in a flexible, soft-sided personal item rather than a rigid one. Soft bags can compress and squeeze into tighter spaces, giving you much more versatility. Look for bags with organizational compartments so you can pack efficiently without creating a bulky, overstuffed look that'll catch a gate agent's attention. And here's an insider tip. Keep your most essential items, medications, important documents, valuable electronics, in your personal item rather than your carry-on. Why? Because there's always a chance your carry-on might need to be gate-checked if overhead bins fill up, but your personal item stays with you no matter what. Rule number 4, liquid rules evolution. Now let's address rule number 4, and this one's actually got some good news mixed in. The infamous 311 liquid rule. You know, the one that limits you to 3.4-ounce containers in a single quart-sized bag, is slowly being phased out at certain airports due to advanced CT scanning technology. However, and this is crucial, the rollout is incredibly inconsistent. Some airports have fully implemented the new scanning systems and now allow full-size liquids in carry-ons. Others are still operating under the old restrictions. And here's where it gets confusing. Even if your departure airport allows full-size liquids, your connecting airport might not. So what's the smart strategy? Pack defensively. Keep travel-size liquids in an easily accessible clear pouch at the top of your bag. If your departure airport has the new scanners, great. You probably won't need to remove them. But if they don't, you'll be ready to quickly comply without unpacking your entire bag. For anyone who travels frequently, I recommend checking the TSA or airport website before each trip. Many airports now list their scanner capabilities and liquid policies directly on their security information pages. Some airports, particularly major hubs like Atlanta, Dallas, and Denver, have updated their technology, while smaller regional airports might still be years away from upgrading. Here's a practical packing tip. Use solid alternatives whenever possible. Solid deodorants, shampoo bars, and solid perfumes don't count toward liquid limits and work just as well as their liquid counterparts. This approach eliminates the liquid hassle entirely and gives you more flexibility regardless of which airport you're traveling through. Rule number 5, electronics and battery restrictions. Moving to rule number 5. Electronics and battery regulations are getting stricter and more specific in 2026. Here's the most important thing you need to know. If your device doesn't power on when requested by TSA, it's not getting through security. Dead electronics are an automatic no-go. Power banks are where things get particularly detailed. If your portable charger is rated under 100 watt-hours, you're fine. Pack it in your carry-on with no issues. If it's between 100 and 160 watt-hours, you need airline approval before your flight. Anything over 160 watt-hours is completely prohibited on passenger aircraft. Most travelers don't even know the watt-hour rating of their power banks, which creates problems at security. To find this information, check the label on your device or the manufacturer's specifications. The rating is usually printed directly on the power bank, often abbreviated as PB, wayayas. Here's the calculation if you only know the milliamp hours. Divide milliamp hours by 1000, then multiply by the voltage, usually 3.7 for lithium batteries. For example, a 20,000 milliamp hour power bank at 3.7 volts equals 74 watt-hours, which is perfectly fine. Airlines are also limiting the total number of battery-powered devices you can carry, typically between 15 and 20 items. That might sound like plenty until you start counting. Smartphone, laptop, tablet, wireless earbuds, smartwatch, camera, backup power bank, e-reader, portable speaker, and electric toothbrush. It adds up faster than you'd think. My advice? Always pack a charging cable in your personal item and make sure all your devices are at least partially charged before you head to the airport. Keep your power bank accessible, not buried at the bottom of your bag in case security wants to inspect it. And here's a pro tip. Take a photo of all your device specifications and watt-hour ratings on your phone so you have them readily available if questioned. Rule number 6. Smart luggage requirements. Rule number 6 focuses on smart luggage, and if you own one of these high-tech bags, pay close attention. The key requirement for 2026 is that any built-in battery must be removable. If your smart luggage has a permanently installed battery, it's not allowed in the cabin or checked baggage. This rule exists because of fire safety concerns with lithium batteries. Airlines need assurance that if a battery malfunctions, it can be quickly removed and isolated. Smart luggage with non-removable batteries has already caused several in-flight incidents, leading to these stricter regulations. If you're shopping for smart luggage, look for models specifically advertising TSA-compliant removable battery or airline-approved battery system. The battery should pop out easily without tools, and you should be able to carry it separately if needed. For those who already own smart luggage with non-removable batteries, you have a few options. Some manufacturers offer retrofit kits that allow you to convert your bag to have a removable battery. Otherwise, you might need to upgrade to a compliant model or simply stop using the smart features and remove any internal batteries before traveling. Here's something many travelers overlook. Even with a removable battery, you still need to be able to demonstrate the bag's functionality at security. Keep the battery charged and be prepared to show that any electronic features work properly if asked. Rule number 7. Overhead bin space competition. Finally, we reach rule number 7, and this one's about strategy. The overhead bin wars are intensifying in 2026. With more passengers flying and airlines packing more seats into planes, overhead bin space has become premium real estate. Some airlines have started implementing priority boarding based on ticket class specifically to ensure premium passengers get overhead space. If you're in a basic economy ticket, you might find yourself boarding last, and by that time, bins are often completely full, forcing you to gate check your carry-on. Here are 2 critical strategies to win the overhead bin battle. First, board as early as your group allows. Don't wait until the last call. The moment your boarding group is announced, get in line. Those extra few minutes can mean the difference between overhead space near your seat or gate checking your bag. Second, consider using a bag designed to fit under the seat for essential items. This completely eliminates your dependence on overhead space and ensures your important belongings stay with you throughout the flight. Under-seat bags have become incredibly sophisticated, with clever organization systems that maximize limited space. Another overlooked strategy: if you're traveling with a companion, coordinate your packing. Instead of each person bringing a full-size carry-on, consider sharing one carry-on and using personal items for the rest. This approach reduces your overhead bin footprint and gives you more flexibility. Conclusion. So there you have it. 7 crucial carry-on rules that are reshaping air travel in 2026. These aren't minor adjustments. They're significant changes that will impact how you pack, what you bring, and how you navigate the airport experience. The key takeaway: preparation is everything. Don't wait until you're at the airport to figure out if your bag complies or if your power bank meets regulations. Take the time now to measure your luggage, weigh your packed bags, check your device specifications, and familiarize yourself with your specific airline's policies. Remember, these rules exist for safety and efficiency, even if they sometimes feel inconvenient. Airlines are dealing with more passengers than ever before, and standardization helps keep operations running smoothly. What's your biggest concern about these new carry-on rules? Have you already encountered any of these regulations on recent flights? Drop your experiences and questions in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your travel stories. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you never miss important travel updates. These regulations are constantly evolving, and I'll be here to keep you informed every step of the way. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll tackle even more essential travel tips for the modern traveler. Until then, pack smart, travel light, and always stay informed.